Good morning. How you going, Facebook fam? Tell you what, I have not been out for a walk for a while in the morning, which is kind of been nice. I've been mixing up my routine and, playing a little bit more, creating some different stuff each day, which is always nice. I like it. I like to keep it interesting. But yeah, it's lovely to be out for a walk in this beautiful sunshine. Not a cloud in the sky. Check it out. Seriously, Brisbane winter, bang on. Alright, so this morning, I used to fear rejection, like seriously fear it. Now I love it. So my fear of rejection used to actually prevent me from doing things, prevent me from approaching guys that I thought were hot and wanted to get to know or that I liked. Used to prevent me from applying for jobs, from making friends, from just kind of approaching situations where there was a chance that someone could say no, putting myself out there. And this was really, it sucked big time because it really limited what I did. It held me back, kept me stuck, kept me from really stepping into what it was that I wanted to be doing, the experiences I wanted to be having, the life I wanted to be living, the friendships I wanted to be making, the men I wanted to meet. Like it held me back so much. And, I dealt with this for years. And I'm sure, a lot of you can relate that fear of rejection is a massive one, especially when it comes in relationships. Oh, there's nothing worse than having someone dump you, break up with you, or, especially when your heart is invested in that relationship, and it can just be broken like that. Or, just someone saying no. I used to be afraid to try and organize things or organize meetups or catch-ups with people or just asking people to do things because I didn't want to be told no. Because when someone said no to me, I had an automatic belief that used to kick in that, it's because I'm not good enough. Can you relate? Yep. And, this was all created in my head. 100% created in my head. Not the case at all. I am so enough. So fucking good enough. But I had this long-term belief ticking through my brain, ticking through my mind that the reason that person was saying no, the reason that guy dumped me, the reason I wasn't losing the weight, the reason I wasn't creating new friendships was because I was not good enough. Nobody wanted to be my friend because, I'm not fun enough. I'm not interesting enough. I'm not pretty enough. So what changed? Perspective, baby. Perspective. 100%. Shifting my internal belief about not being good enough. Huge game changer. Doing a fuckload of work on that and moving that massively. And then shifting perspective. So what do I mean by that? Deciding to choose to look at rejection as a blessing. Fuck, I have been rejected so many times in the last couple of years. I've tried to run events that have just failed. No one's jumped on board or, one person or two people have signed up. That's massive, especially when you're kind of creating a business and kind of working, you've got a vision and a dream and you are bringing that to life and you keep getting knocked back. And I have had every opportunity for that to prevent me from continuing to move forward. Good morning. And in the past I would have. In the past I would have just gone, oh fuck, okay, no one wants that sweet, done, I'm finished. But now since I have shifted my perception and really done the work on myself, I now look at that and go, okay, that didn't work out because that was not meant for me. That was not 100% aligned with my purpose. My energy around that wasn't right. See? So now I can actually look at that as going, okay, well, that's a blessing. That has prevented me from stepping into something that was not right for me, that actually wasn't the right direction, wasn't the right experience. And the same with guys. Like, you know, if you're looking for a partnership and you get rejected by a guy, rather than going, oh my God, there's something wrong with me, I'm not lovable, what's wrong, like, why didn't he want to be with me? And those usual thoughts that happen with rejection, look at it as, okay, he was not the right one for me. Thank you, universe. Thank you for moving him along to create the space in my life for the right one. See how that tiny little shift in perception, that tiny little shift in mindset and the way you think about something can create a completely different feeling in your body. And that's what you want to work on, guys. That's where the massive impact happens, massive change happens, because the feeling that you create, that energy within yourself, is what you put out into the world. So if you're allowing yourself to create more of that, okay, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, no men like me, and really creating that negative energy inside of yourself, then you're going to put more of that out into the world and attract more situations and circumstances back that mirror that, what's the word? You know, make you believe, I can't think of the word, but that make you believe that this stuff is true about yourself. Whereas if you shift that mindset, shift that thought process to, okay, there's nothing wrong here. There's nothing wrong here with him. There's nothing wrong here with me. There's nothing wrong here with, you know, people saying no to me. It just means that this is not my experience. This is not what is, you know, destined for me. And when you do that, it doesn't create that negative energy in you. It creates an energy of allowance and acceptance. Keeps you in your truth, which is that you are enough, that you are good enough. Stops that negative cycle of, you know, spiral into depression or whatever, to create more of that negative energy, and allows you to move forward in a way that serves you, rather than holding you back and keeping you stuck and hurting yourself, you know? So next time, you know, if there's an area in your life, say you've just, I don't know, maybe you launched an event and nobody showed up. What can you be grateful for about that situation? How is it that that situation is working in your favor? You've experienced that in your favor, rather than it being something that has happened to you. Imagine that's, you know, how it's happened for you. Maybe you've been out on a date with a guy that you really liked and he's turned around and said, nah, not for me. How is that situation working for you? It's not about you. It's not about him. It's about it not being the right experience for you right now. It's not part of your journey. And that's awesome, because imagine if you'd kind of stuck with it and pushed it, or, you know, you kind of hold on to it and you push and push and push, and it's still, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. And it doesn't matter how hard you try or how hard you push. If something isn't right for you, then it's not going to happen. Or it could. You're just going to elongate the process, and it's going to be even more painful when it does finally break up. So trust your intuition. Know that if you're getting told no, then there's something else better for you. If you're getting rejected, see it as a blessing. are saying, okay, cool, that wasn't my time, that wasn't right for me, that's okay, there must be something better for me, because there always is, always is. You know, for me, all of those things that have, you know, the events and stuff that haven't worked out, the programs have been okay, but the events mainly, it's because it wasn't the right time for me. It wasn't right in that moment. I hadn't created Love Unleashed. I hadn't really expanded and really connected with, oh, I hope I'm okay. Am I still there? Oh, it says it's recording. I don't know what's going on. I hadn't actually connected with my true purpose or my true, you know, my inner work, you know, really knowing what it was that I wanted to be doing. So those things hadn't experienced, and now when I launch my Love Unleashed workshops, they're going to go crazy, because that's where I'm 100% aligned with what I'm doing, 100%. But it's taken me this time and these knockbacks and these rejections to really get clear on that. So how can that not be a blessing? Such a beautiful thing. So try it out, make a little shift, and next time someone says no to you or you get rejected or knocked back on something, look for the blessing in it. Say, thank you, universe. Obviously this wasn't meant for me. Thank you. This means I'm just creating space for whatever is meant to be, for something better. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait. Thank you. And just see how that shifts your experience of rejection. Because it's like anything. It doesn't have to be a negative experience. It can be a positive experience if you choose it to be. All right, my loves, I'm off to have coffee with my beautiful friend. I can't wait to see her. It's been far too long. Hasn't actually been that long, but it feels like it's been far too long. I hope you have a beautiful Friday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.